Shut up and fight.
Expose! Blood for blood, brothers! Faster for fuck's sake!
Stay. Damn.
Yeah, welcome.
Show me what you... So long. Come on, Roach. Hey-ya! Faster.
Bloody Nilfgaardian.
Hi, mate! Your mug's not familiar. What is it you want?
Looking for old Geert von Everec.
Ah! That'll be inside.
Olgierd von Everec. I'm looking for him.
None here by that name.
I was told I'd find Olgierd von Everec here.
Someone's made an arse of you, brother.
So maybe you can make up for that and help me, brother.
Something tells me you and me have got different mums.
All right, Ungus, you've had your fun. I'm Olgierd. Tell me, what brings you here?
No, I'm all geared.
You? Not likely. I'm all geared.
You're all Olgierd. That it?
Got it right at last.
One man split into 3 bodies. Not interested in his balls, so which of you's got his brain? Not laughing. Guess that means you didn't get the brain.
Nope. I'm the one got his fists.
You're good. Come on, I'll take you to Olgierd. What do they call you?
Geralt of Rivia.
Bit of advice, Geralt of Rivia. Once you meet Olgierd, try and pique his interest.
I gotta pique his interest? He's the one wants a monster dead.
Ottoman, sir. You've a guest.
Do you know what types of sculptures fetch the best prices? Statues of deities, busts of kings, and nudes. And what have we here? A naked wench. What do you think of her?
I happen to like it. Especially the 2 ovoid forms.
A jester. Good. I don't like men with no sense of humour. Ugh. but I look at it now as like... That's better. More interesting, at the least. Very well. Let's rejoin the company.
Ataman Olgierd, long may he live! Long live the Ataman!
Long live the Ataman! Long live the Ataman!
Come and drink with us!
Well, we haven't a choice now. Fetch us some wine, dear. And a nibble or two.
Monster in the sewers. Know anything more?
I've no clue what it is. Only that it's deadly. I'd not have bothered had my cook not become its victim. Oh, the way she prepared game had no equal.
That why she was in the sewers? To fetch game?
Nay. She went to a fair with a sister or cousin, matters not. Daft wench convinced her a prince transformed into a toad lives in the Oxenfurt sewers. And you know women. Each craves a prince and will wade knee-deep through shite to get him. Vissy was no exception in that respect. Down she went, never to return. Wasn't the first, it seems, either. Hey! Leave her be! Is that any way to treat the lord of the manor's daughter? Apologies. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the contract. So, you'll check it?
Just one for...
Never you, Mark.
Awfully generous.
Oh, fuck.
450.
Agreed.
Consider...
Comfort.
Hey, you!
Name's Geralt.
But I'm gonna call you Pussy.
Get to the point.
Go.
I'm a... When they...
And my Cliver.
been...
No.
Need to think it... Said I'd...
No what, Pud?
Black pudding.
Can fight and dance with lasses blithe and bonny.
Smells like... solutions. Reagents. Wonder what's cooking. Smells of... they were cooking PhysX. Took most of the equipment, only left what was broken. True as true can be. Dangerous trope in narcotics. Boot print on the bed. Somebody was in a hurry. Footprints. Uneven. Someone ran through here. Stopped here for a second, hid, then ran on. Scar on his forehead. Must be Clivert. Bolt in the back. Went in deep, so a close range shot. From the village, what that direction looks like. Crossbow bolt and footprints deep. Shooter must have been wearing heavy armor. Hoofprints leading towards the hill. Someone's still there. Not too late to surrender.
What a day! What a lovely day! Witness me, brothers! I witness you, brother!
Never learn. Diagram? Seem to be Ophiri markings on it. Might find someone who can explain them to me.
Come on, Roach. Chop! Cut! Chop! Cut!
on all together! Eternal fire! Watch out!
What's this?
You listen. So?
Don't like your tone, brother.
Odd? Come here, fucker. Come here!
careful! You both might like that!
Where you think you're going?
What? Look more.
I would.
Fuck.
Long live us. Everyone to me! To me!
Avenged your friend. Best.
Watch it.
No.
Oh. You're a right good chap, Puss Peepers.
Best where's this side of the pond?
Why? Why there? What for? Life kick you in the arse? Had enough? Terrible beast prowls the sewers down that way. Best of all together. Devoured these folks there, and many a ball fighter's gone in and never come out.
Slash wounds made by a blade. No monster did this.
Oh, no, you don't. Hear me? Don't you dare. Please, don't do this to me.
Shawnee,
Geralt?
what are you doing here?
Trying to save his life. Help me.
Shawnee, calm down. He's dead.
I'm sure something can be done.
Let it go.
Damn it! All for nothing.
You did all you could.
Thanks, Geralt. It's, good to see you.
You too. Lost track of you after I left Vizima. Where'd you go? What have you been doing?
Long story short, I've been treating the sick and wounded, as always. Mainly at my clinic in Oxenfurt. But in Redania, I'm called on to help the army at times as well.
I'll want to hear the long story long, too.
Sure. But, once we're out of these sewers.
Redanian army forced you to come here, too? Or are you just down here for a pleasant stroll?
Got our orders this morning. I came down here with a whole unit, but
Why'd they
I need a... It doesn't...
plan to creatures?
I'm a big... This way.
Grating's badly bent. Something large struck it, with a lot of momentum.
I shut it as I fled. The monster must have slammed into it.
Glad it held up. Though now we need to find a way around it.
Is it worth searching outside?
Actually, just hoping the monster's blow weakened one of the walls. Careful, the monster might still be here. Soldiers from your escort?
Yes. That's them. Vern, Miklas. Poor boys.
Beast doesn't play around, apparently.
They saved my life.
What exactly happened?
We came... The men make... Then that... I turned around...
Where? Managed to get a look at...
Everything...
Got a look at...
Front?
Could... It's deep.
Lower level of the...
See if I can't find...
Geralt! Are you alright? I'm fine. I can't get down this way. I'll look for something else.
Be careful.
Geralt, are you alright?
I'm fine. You? How'd you get in here?
I told you. Vern had a key to the grate. Look, it's bronze.
What's left? Interesting.
What?
Franz had a leg wound, right?
Mm-hmm.
Managed...
Yes.
Look, other Dad...
Right behind you.
Dead drowners everywhere. Decaying corpses, slime everywhere, and that stench. This has to be the lair. Fresh and moist. Beast was just here.
I'll collect my sample.
All the tunnels and corridors converge here.
What now?
Need to lure the beast.
How? We don't even know what kind of monster it is.
But we do know it likes a blend of blood and liquor. Just so happens I've got some alcohol on me.
Well, I hope you don't plan to cut yourself or...
Relax. Plenty of bodies. I'll use one of them. I'll get to work. You'd be...
But...
No. Wait in the past. Shawnee, look at me.
I promise.
Good.
Be careful, Geralt.
come to. And he can speak human, turns out. Started thinking I'd not conversed in common the whole way, except maybe with me reflection in the piss bucket.
Where am I?
On the Albatross, or the Fakbarthoil, as their strange tongue has it, en route to Afia.
Don't remember signing on as a sailor.
Oh, you didn't, mate. They dragged you aboard. Seems you killed their prince.
Damn it, don't remember a thing. Just some sewers, giant toad, and some boots. If that toad was their prince, guess I'm lucky to be alive.
Depends how you look at it. I happen to know a bit of a theory. Heard them saying they come here on a mission, dispatched by their king to find their prince, lift his curse. Wagered their honor, and that of their families 5 generations back, that they'd bring him home, safe and sound.
And I killed him. Great. So, must think they can save their honor by bringing the prince's murderer back to face the king's justice. Tried to break out yet?
Used every ounce of charm I got, nothing doing. Might be my Aetheri's rusty.
My Aetheri's non-existent.
Well, we'll be at sea at least a month. Could teach you something that time.
Elkal Orilal.
What's that mean?
Told us to shut up.
There's been a misunderstanding. Can I talk to your captain?
Alakal Sorkan. Galabat Kar U Albata again.
Quiet, dog. You killed our prince, and you'll pay for that.
Gileam Valar. Karvarethener.
You'd be dead already.
Revhaga ne Aram e
Vengeance is not ours to reap, Anna.
Dorgate ya Alamis.
We swore on our honor.
How do I say? Take me to your captain.
Valth alake ul igulath.
What?
Elkal.
Vilth.
Vilth. Alke ul igulath.
Elkal. Inkal avre ikel ugehereven ulvitar.
What just happened? What did he say?
Said to sit quiet, and that you'll hang in 2 weeks.
Great.
Give it a rest. No point talking to that lot.
There anyone here?
Ah, there's this man. Oh.
Sleep's not what I need. Someone I could actually communicate with. That's what I want.
Greetings, Geralt. Remember me?
I remember. We met in White Orchard. You're...
Gaunter O'Dim, known also as Master Mirror. I helped you find your Yennefer. We meet again. And it seems you need my help again. Heard a noose awaits you. That is, if this slop doesn't kill you first.
Haven't tried it yet.
Doesn't look promising. Not unlike your situation. I could try to extract you from here, you know. Because you do wish to disembark, do you not?
Yeah, sure. But what on earth could you?
Oh, more than you'd ever expect. I shall help you, Geralt. But before I do, I must know who'll return the favor.
Right. Can't possibly get something for nothing.
Indeed. When all's said and done, I am a merchant. So, do you want my help?
Yes.
It's a deal. Once it's all over, we shall meet at midnight at the crossroads, neath the willows near the village of Yantra. Ah, and I must give you something to remember me by.
What's that?
A mark to show we're associates.
gabbing with?
With no one.
Never liked boats. Not one bit. I heave like devils. Make me stomach churn. It'd be prime to sleep through the whole thing.
Didn't bargain for no storm. I fear that means a tidy jump in my fee.
To Ophir, get us safe. The king's reward will be generous.
What about the prisoner?
Before the king, we must bring him. On doing so, my honor relies.
Can't we just bring your king the bastard's head? Like we're doing with the other?
The other drowned. We could do nothing. We deliver live this one. Apart from all else, the hell the king is sure to condemn him to, I usually see.
What kind of hell?
Tarring, flaying, and watering. This is the punishment for regicide and things.
Let's go!
Traveler, hello. Come sit with us.
Smile fair as spring, as the waters we draw. Do you want to be my voice? Tongue sharp and silk.
I knew you'd come.
You're a soothsayer?
It matters little who I am. Your escape, I made it possible. Previously, Yennefer, you found her thanks to me, so you feel you owe me.
Memento you gave me. Pretty effective reminder.
That is its purpose. Incidentally, I find it quite funny how even the most rotten scoundrels have this inner compunction to repay debts of gratitude. Humans, elves, dwarves, all races. You really must explain that to me one day. As for the here and now, tell me, how'd you manage with your theories?
Well, can't say I remember.
Is that... So...
And the tale you so clearly want to tell me? What's that about?
It's about a man, worse than most. A vulgar, despicable man with a heart of stone. A man who refuses to pay his debts.
Really think this'll interest me? Any reason why?
He's wronged you as well. His name is Olgierd von Everec.
What did he do to you?
Before I reveal this, I'd like to make one thing very clear. Olgierd von Everec did willfully and maliciously conspire to cause you to kill a man who might have been cured. Had I not intervened, you would have lost your head for this. Do you know why he did it? Because he's a degenerate monster in human flesh who feeds on the pain and suffering of others.
Well, you clearly don't like him. What did he do to you?
He and I made a pact. A pact under which I called on my many talents and associates to give him what he desired. And now the time's come to pay. Yet, he shirks his obligation.
Need me to collect a debt? I'm not some hired muscle.
Muscle is not what this requires. It needs a soul intelligent and clever. An individual who fears no dare. Someone like you.
Pure flattery, that.
Of course it is. After all, I am a traveling merchant. But make no mistake, I've many interesting wares on offer.
Wares like?
Surfeit. Abundance for the body and soul. You will lack neither food nor drink. As a witcher, you might desire weapons supreme. I can offer you those you've dreamt of. Your body, agile as never before. Your mind, faster than lightning. Romantic prowess to charm all womankind. But above all, I offer a great, true adventure. An experience like no other, the fate of only the chosen few.
Sure sounds generous. And all that for my help with one small matter. Won't want anything else from me?
Just one. Honesty.
What about you? Call yourself a man of many talents? Can't you take care of this?
Therein lies the catch. Our pact states that before I can collect my due, I must yet fulfill 3 wishes for von Everec. But I cannot fulfill them myself directly, making use instead of a... how shall I put it? A proxy.
Mm-hmm. So what you need's a sucker.
What I need is an ally. And something tells me I shall find none better than you.
What do you expect me to do?
To start with, join me in paying von Everec a visit. Then, well, then we shall improvise. I believe, however, that all will end well. And once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared.
Right. Specifics now. Thought Olgierd had 3 wishes, requests, whatever.
He does. He may ask 3 things of us, yet we won't know what they are until we see him.
Fine. I'll go see Olgierd with you, but no promises.
That is all I ask.
Now remove the damn mark.
Naturally. Just as soon as you complete your task. Go. You will not regret it. We shall meet there. I've a matter to attend to along the way.
Another debt to collect?
Perhaps.
That bloody new Guardian Imperial. No stranger to the bottle, eh?
Well, look who's here. The Witcher with the fists of steel. What's new? Got a growth on your platter there. You catch some kind of a fiery pox?
Could say so. Manor's burning. You noticed?
That? All right. You know how it is. Feast drags on with plenty of dancing, merrymaking, rough play. We got a bit carried away, truth be told.
Plain to see. Where's Olgierd?
Damned if I know. Must be somewhere hereabouts.
No! Please! I beg you!
Shut your trap!
Let me go! Leave me be!
Shut it!
I ate with yous, drank with yous, fought beside yous, and you'd kill me now? I'm one of yous!
You might have been, but not no more you ain't.
What's he guilty of?
What the fuck's it to you? Not your concern, mate.
Tell you what's gonna happen now. I'll ask again, polite-like, and you'll answer just as politely.
And if I don't?
Then I'll get angry, stop talking, and slaughter you all like swine. So what'll it be? Am I gonna hear why you want to take his head, or not?
Aren't you a thorny prick up the arse? Ataman said to kill him!
Got your answer. Happy? Now piss off. We've work to do.
No, you don't. Let him go.
Oh, this is bloody rich. Can't plough and believe me ears. You switch your brains with your cock or something. Get your mutant witcher ass out of here.
Or
I'll kill you!
go ahead, try.
Whoa, whoa, what the bloody hell's this? Geralt, have you decided to play defender of the downtrodden?
More like gutter of sons of bitches.
Long as I'm here, you'll gut no one.
That a challenge?
Why not? I've not fought a Witcher before. Defeat me and I shall let him go. Stand aside. Would you wait, sir, for the dribble to subside?
Makes no difference to me.
Just listen. Stand. Fight.
Let the music play on! Onward!
Well struck, Witcher. You win. But perhaps you'd care to tell me why you meddled in a matter not yours.
Wanted to prevent further bloodshed.
Well, well. The Witcher with the heart of gold. Unsavoury as it seems, there is a silver lining. At least you now know I don't easily lose my head. Release him.
Getting off cheap, mate.
Really necessary, that whole show?
Ah, show? Come now. A man must display some madness from time to time. Helps him feel alive. Dare say you know what I mean. Judging by the mark on your face.
Killed the beast in the sewers.
Congratulations are in order then. Your reward. You're also welcome to take what you wish from the manor house. If anything left uncharred, that is. Was it a tough fight?
I sliced its gut open, and it turned into a man. You know that would happen?
Of course he did. He'd never have dragged you into this elsewise.
Gaunter did. Come to cast aspersions?
No. I've come to collect a debt.
You know you first must...
Grant you 3 requests, by proxy. I present to you my champion, Geralt of Rivia.
Not so fast. Haven't agreed to anything yet.
But you'll do it. Of that I'm certain. Did you know Olgierd was the one to turn the Ophiri prince into a toad? Did he not mention that bit? Well then, allow me to tell it. Quite the gripping story. Olgierd once loved a beautiful maiden named Iris. Yet, her parents chose to offer her hand to the Crown Prince of Ophir. Olgierd grew to hate the poor sot. At first, he wished to kill him. Then decided this would be too simple. So, instead, he condemned the prince to a base life in a toad's bloated corpus. Yet he grew bored of watching him suffer and decided to end it. By your hand.
Remind me, Odin. Who was to fulfill my last 3 requests?
My assistant, Geralt.
Then be gone. I don't wish to look at your face any longer than I must. Come.
Where to?
The stables. My men are preparing to depart.
Guess I gotta pop the question directly. What do I need to do for you?
Let me think. We're currently without a roof over our heads. Perhaps we should start with that. Bring me the house of Maximilian Borsodi.
His house?
So surprised. But why? I must live somewhere, mustn't I? What's the meaning of this? Second leave of your senses? You mean to mount a filthy horse? Out of my sight, wretch! Know what Vladimir would do to you if he saw?
Aye.
Vladimir.
My brother. There were times he himself stank like foot wrappings 3 days old, but his mount always looked fit for a parade. Oh, none rivaled Vladimir at feasting, carousing. Sadly, he's been celebrating less of late. You must find him, and show him the time of his life. My second request.
Fine, seems easy enough. And the third?
Complete those 2. Then, we shall speak of the third.
Once I'm done with those 2, where will I find you?
I cannot know, as my band has planned some diversions. But let us say at the Alchemy Inn, in Oxenfurt.
Fine. See you there. The brother shouldn't be too hard. But the house? How am I supposed to bring him a house?
Actually, the opposite. I wouldn't worry about the house. The brother will be the tough bit.
Olgierd's brother. Why do you think he'll be tough?
I'm afraid he's dead. Has been for years.
Never agreed to necromancy.
Necromancy is hardly your only option for reviving a soul. An old-fashioned ritual, a blood summoning. That's what you need.
That's like choosing between pestilence and the plague. Besides, I'd need the blood of the summoned.
Blood. True. Of the summoned, not necessarily. Here.
Where do you get this?
Geralt, aren't you the curious one? Assume it to be von Everett blood and get on with it.
Where'll I find this Vladimir?
Geralt, I cannot do everything for you. Use your head. The von Evericks are well known in these parts. You must have met someone who's heard of the family. The charming redhead, for instance. The medic. You know the one.
Borsodi's house. No idea how I'm supposed to bring him that.
The only Borsodi I know of around here runs an auction house in Oxenfurt.
Heard of it. My swords almost got auctioned off there once. Auction was held in Novigrad, though it was a while past.
They must have relocated. You just might get an opportunity to ask them why.
Fine, I'll go there. Then what?
How should I know? Perhaps you'll get inspired once you're there. Oh, and take plenty of coin. Have a feeling it could come in handy.
Guess it's high time I got to work.
A bit more enthusiasm, Witcher. You know, you just might enjoy yourself.
Yay, can't wait. Say I need help. Where'll I find you?
I shall find you. Good luck, Geralt.
I've tested the slime samples. I believe I'll be able to brew an antidote.
Good. A pox in an army can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
How? Will I get a toad-shaped medal?
The army's not got any medal like that.
Geralt? Are you all right? What's that on your face?
Long story.
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
Tasty number, that medic. Not like a scholar at all.
So, think learned women are ugly as a rule?
Well, it's lucky they've brains, because they've not got beauty. Is that right, lads?
Oh, aye. Mutts, all of them.
Hideous things. Wouldn't touch one with a 10L pole.
But this lass is different. Exceptional.
You're a lucky bastard, Witcher. We've seen her making eyes at you. Not like she looks at us. Isn't that right? Admit it. You fancy her too, eh?
It'd take a blind man to shrug and turn away.
Too true. Meantime, you witches have got especially sharp senses.
Here's the medicine.
I've...
Serving the...
Kedwenny's.
Shot.
Is it...
Long... The S...
Who's this? You don't...
He's very... He helped... First ones to...
Amused...
Not my...
But that's...
No dim...
No. Don't mention...
Neither...
I understand.
I'll get...
Von Epp? In my... I chose... Here it is. Von...
Thanks. Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put the...
Well, that's...
Didn't know you were getting married?
Not mine, silly. My friends. This... Speak...
Sure.
Wonderful.
Remember to bring this...
Of course. Wasn't sure...
Thanks.
Shall we?
Let's go.
The tome was spot on. This is impressive.
Yeah, too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries. Ooh, that looks just a little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Wait here.
I like that idea. If there's any trouble, just yell.
This is no crypt. It's a full-blown mausoleum. Wraiths. Need to split easy. Last of the surprises? Sure hope so. Should look around. Votive fire. Lit in honor of the dead. More custom. Old tombstone. Inscription's almost worn off completely. Kestitis? Not who I'm looking for. Eulalia von Everek. Died in 1250. Eulalia von Everek. Died in 1250. Probably shouldn't touch that. Vladimir von Everek, son of Bohumil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room. Life and death, fire and blood. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire. Fire and blood, life and death. I summon ye, whose blood I have brought. Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everek.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Everek's rise only for von Everek blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Kestitis.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never see again. Kill him, von Evereks!
For Olgierd's blood. I'll tear you to shreds.
My. Ornery whoresons those von Evereks, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Everek, brother to Olgierd. Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And Grandmum, too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is. Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on a business.
I'm a swiving corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
Mentioned you like to enjoy yourself. Well, just so happens that's why I'm here. Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and... What the blistering devils?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and funk? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
How?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Come on, we're wasting time.
I'm not to waste time! Sir, time is all I've left.
You this big a pain in the ass when you were alive, too?
Do not anger me, boy. If I've but one night, I want to revel properly, not watch others enjoy themselves.
So what do you propose?
I've an idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh yes. Yes, it is.
Geralt, wake up. Open your eyes.
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed.
Have you gone mad?
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promised to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Geralt?
Geralt? I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
It's his fault.
Who?
Leave your test. Listen. So. Right then. My sentiments.
I'm...
ashamed.
Just
Good heaven.
Wonderful.
Split. Let's...
A comely maid. You're quite the fool if you've not ploughed her yet.
Keep your paws off her.
I'm to enjoy myself. Can I help it that I best like tumbles in the hay with fleshy lasses? Those signs.
See you know your horses. Spooking my horse. Roach doesn't like ghosts. No sign of her yet. We need to wait. Fuck up. What?
You need...
Own. Perfect. Now. May the... Be enough.
May I just go?
I can't.
I'm like...
We'll talk. You get... Make it... This... I'll be... But... Beware... That...
Come. Time to meet and be greeted.
I shan't stray a step from your side.
You can make yourself useful. That's all I can.
Time to say hello.
Whoa!
Be nice now.
We'd have trekked from Kathir if we'd had to.
What do you want, Geralt?
This is your special day.
One. Thank you.
It's up.
There you...
Thank
Now go.
Our turn. My dear.
It's...
This...
Yes.
Right up.
We've... Me?
Jonas?
It had been... Look. Munchkin's playing cop. It's like... Would you shut that? What? Everything. You should... Many... Normal... I need... your tip. I know.
I'll...
I hear that.
And what's...
Lives down there.
Quite the lark, this Gwent.
Do you...
Shut.
Horrible.
That'll not.
See?
Room's up.
You need... matter.
He would.
With...
I wish to...
Shawnee.
Relax.
Tally. A dog made these tracks true, but a small
Following
one.
some dog's trail?
Judging by its house,
Not
Demon
exactly
is a
how I
hulk.
imagined this wedding. Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pair. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Too heavy salt to scamper up this tree. Seems our fire eater swallows a great deal more than fire. Or perhaps someone was merely blossoms. I'd enjoy this as well. A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Here's hoping.
Still here?
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured old Geared could wait till morning. Seemed to like the rowing. Thought you might want to try another form of it.
Well, I like to make necklaces out of the berries, but guess I am curious how this will taste.
Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
You got me.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts, I need a good glass and a good laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, could never be there for you every day. But I am happy to see you always. And today, I'm all yours.
Well, in that case, let's drink to tonight.
To tonight. May the moment last.
Did you enjoy the wedding?
Not half bad. Might have... Gotta admit...
Mean...
Forgetting... His will. Epidemic.
You need good. Whenever you want, sir.
Seems the
I'm bright.
I was afraid the wedding would...
Mean the differences in wealth?
Mm-hmm.
Clear.
Oh, I don't...
What? Nothing wrong. That's...
Tell that... But...
Oh, please. It's the 13th century. Women don't go to the academy to find a husband. They go to learn, pursue their path. You gotta...
Really think...
Really?
Drank them...
Wonder where the
If they... I think you would have seized the opportunity.
I don't need opportunities like that. Let's say I've grown cheap.
You say that as if you've...
'Cause I have. Guess who?
Ooh.
Been thinking about that kiss.
What kiss?
The one Vladimir planted on your lips, with my lips. Just wondering if it would have felt any different without him there.
That I cannot tell you.
Only one way to find out.
So, how'd it compare?
Definitely rather kiss you alone, of my own free will. Correct me if... You're right.
So...
Promise, and I...
Sounds...
Interesting. Awake already? Keeping cat...
Mm-hmm.
Did we?
Forgotten already?
No. Not the sort of thing you forget.
Exact...
Sound like you...
No.
Shawnee, before you...
Yes?
It's about old... Could you look at... Thanks.
Yes.
All this ain't worth a dog's prick.
Surface here. Dig their way out. Surface here. Dig their way out.
Everyone to me! To me!
Kicking. Erin's got to turn and mix from time to time.
Personally, I like to get...
What are they doing?
Playing. Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes. Forgot witches is sterile. Well, don't just stare at me. Tell me what brings you.
You ever play Gwent?
An immortal demands you fulfill 3 wishes, and you've the gall to propose a round of Gwent.
Afraid to...
Believe that. shite. Well...
Thanks. Vladimir sends his love.
You spoke to him?
Did more. Fulfilled your wish. Your dead brother had himself one more day like those of old.
Very easy to say. But have you got any proof?
I do.
Vladimir's hand. It's unmistakable. You've done well, Witcher. Is that all? Or have you something else?
Gonna work on getting you Borsodi's house next.
Best of luck. Enjoy.
Personally, I liked getting good.
Best way's this side of the pond. Private line. Everyone to me! To me!
This the Borsodi Brothers auction house?
Seems it.
Private Kleiner, you're on duty. Need I remind you? Fraternizing with civilians is not allowed. Purpose of your visit?
Any of the owners home?
Meaning the one and sole owner, the esteemed host Borsodi? Aye, he is.
Need to talk to him.
Order 76 CWX is clear. Auctions only open to folk with invitations. Writ out in their names, plain and simple.
Make an exception. That's the smart thing to do.
Threats don't scare me. I've sworn to serve Redania till death do us part, and I'll keep my oath with a song on my lips.
Careful, bugger means it.
Gaude Mater Redania, truly fecunda nubili.
Who have we here? Geralt, the Witcher of Rivia.
Vimy Vivaldi, the banker from... Actually, where are you from?
Matters little, mate. Gold knows no boundaries. What's all the fash, Corporal Václav? Are you squabbling with my pal Geralt?
Master Vivaldi, sir, your esteemed associate, he weren't invited to the auction, and I've...
But I plough and have been, and he's coming with me. In you go, Geralt.
But my orders...
Fuck your orders! Need I take this up with the sergeant? Ha! I thought not. Now, stand to attention and shut your giggy.
Oh, the lads will be rolling back at the barracks.
Sut it! Now march! Round you go! 1, 2, 1, 2!
Appreciate the help.
Just no.
Business?
The dear... Ah!
Actually, because...
An awful hermit, that. But...
Be mighty...
Think not.
Why, White gold and mother of pearl with topaz insets. Sold to Madame Villepin. Dress
Geralt, you thought of buying real estate. Could get you attractive terms on a mortgage.
No such thing as attractive loan terms,
Hey,
Vimy.
what about in Kaveri Marks?
Come on. You know damn well that makes no sense.
Was it to travel through the hills to the east, to the side of the river?
It was.
Then there's no point in waiting.
Why do you say that? Were there bandits in those hills?
Yes.
Vimy.
Aye?
I did.
Ah, old heck. Ah, so. Oh, smell it, Geralt. That's
What
the
brings
scent
you
of
to
home.
me?
Greetings. Greetings to the...
Which?
Forgive me.
No.
Take no...
Vedim.
All
Mind.
I've...
Didn't you...
That's fair.
Your classic.
I feel...
But...
Vimy. Does the count
No. Did he? No. On another...
depend?
Oh, it's quite...
Not a...
I shall...
See you in a...
Is it my imagination, or does Baronet Lupin look a bit out of sorts today? You've not heard? His...
I met a colleague of yours once. Berenbeer, I
Greetings,
believe his name
ladies, gentlemen.
Some spilled wine. Nothing else. There's no...
None.
Maybe...
Forgive me.
Do I...
What? Oh, please.
No.
I thank...
Please.
I am...
Funny. Duke Clivet declared bankruptcy. With that ring on his thing. Yarum...
Geralt.
Thought you... But...
True. What about...
Realize.
Do you know...
A sham.
Yet. Of course.
What a...
Yeah. Huh. Also tall.
Your grey mane really does suit you.
Welcome.
Your grey mane really does suit you.
I do...
Help!
And check.
Pleasure.
How's it?
Not really. Nil.
Excuse...
You're good.
See.
You...
Brilliant.
Natural.
What is it?
Well, mate. One.
Off the...
Then him.
All right.
Unbelievable. I don't buy it.
Oh, Ed. Oh.
Esteemed ladies, honorable gentlemen, the auction will begin shortly. Take your places, please.
Ah, at long last. Come with me to the fore. I won't see much elsewise.
I'd like to be...
Vimy lit.
They'll bring it
Counting.
in the mean.
Of course I...
Ah! Esteemed lady, starting with Master Hilbert to Countess Min... The white-haired gentleman enters a bid of 200. Do we have 250? 200 once? Twice? Thrice? Splendid Countess Mignot bids 250. Do I hear 300? Going once? The Honourable Countess Mignot at 350. Lot number one, the... Proceeding, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, 20 get... So... Lot number... Spect. Starting Gwent my... Soul! Oh!
Oh! Greeting!
Comes on... What's what?
Right.
What? Jane!
I ask...
Whoa.
Where?
Doesn't...
God.
Honest?
One more.
Short.
No reason.
Your lord.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
Bugger's going down! Right. I'm trying to knock it.
Lost Lord.
Seems
Not in the...
if
Don't...
Oh. I was a
Get to get...
go on. Fine.
If this...
This it.
Oh! Redeem.
Faster. Whoa there, Roach. Bolt between his ribs. It was being hunted. Something went horribly wrong, though.
What's this one want? Are you cruising, Lieutenant? Not even nice.
Damn it. Busy spot. Lots to do. That all you...
Nah.
Let me... Yearning to... Hey there. Wouldn't have...
Ow!
You've come. Good.
Remains to be seen. Aim to tell me something, I think. So talk.
How do I put this? We share a goal. We both need to get into the Borsodi's vault. Both want something that's in there. Why not pool our strengths?
Sorry, but what exactly is yours?
I have a plan. Spent the last year working on it. On paper. Time to set it in motion. You one I can count on.
I'm not a thief.
It's opportunity makes the thief, Witcher. I speak from experience.
Talk.
20 Redanian soldiers guard the auction house, day and night. Patrols walk in circles around it, and here, past this corner, barracks.
Brute force is out. Gotta get in quietly.
Exactly. Not the simplest thing, though. Main entrance, armored door. Windows, dimeridian bars. But not a fortress out there without a weakness. This one's no different.
Patience happens to be my weakness, so dispense with the dramatic pauses and talk.
Beside the house stands a tower, from which we can enter the attic. We can't hope to enter the tower from the street on account of the patrols, but there's a window 60 feet off the ground. No shutters, no bars. We've got to get up there and sneak across to the auction house, then down the stairs to the cellar, crack open or blow off the vault door, and voila!
Looks bleak to me. Tower wall smooth as glass. Don't know about you, but I can't scale that and...
And I've not asked you to. Let me finish. For this to work, we need 2 more accomplices. One to scale the tower, drop us a line. The other to open the vault, a safe cracker and a demolition specialist. I've already identified some promising candidates. All we have to do is select and recruit the best among them. Also your job. I'd prefer to remain largely out of sight.
Mm-hmm. Assumed as much given your hood. Anything else?
Aye, but that's among the details, which you will learn just as soon as you declare.
Don't really have any other options. So be it. I'm in. But on one condition. No one dies. That clear?
As the great son of Nilfgaard. How about we knock back around? Toast a mutually beneficial relationship.
Rather get to work. What comes first?
First, you have to assemble a crew. Then, there's the Redanian patrols to cull a bit. Too many wandering round. We could get noticed.
Break-in artists. Tell me about them. Assuming lack of vertigo to be the first requirement.
Precisely why my favourite's Eveline Gallo. A circus artist no better as the Erwin. Just now performing with her troupe somewhere near Oxenfurt. Her specialities, rhythmic gymnastics.
Breaking and entering.
Not officially, no, but I've compared the route her troope's taken with a list of the most audacious thefts in recent years. A perfect map. Bought it.
Think he's...
You'd be... Word at...
Oh.
Let's... The problem is, Casimir apparently hung up his detonators some time ago. He married, sired some littler ones, and settled in the...
Any up?
Quint far...
What's the... Ease. Spit.
You. There.
Oh.
As do...
What the...
Then.
I told you it'd end this way.
Down the dishes.
Plastic.
What? Ain't it plain?
By the way.
Oh.
What a fish.
Like a nut.
Doubt he...
Hell.
What kind of...
No.
Postman 3.
Get...
What? So...
Want you to...
Aye.
A room.
If it come up...
How to...
As... Well, Mike, to you with...
Like to take... So...
Yeah.
in trouble.
Dove.
Mind if
That depends.
Geralt
Only.
Calm down.
Ever.
And you. Very well.
Got a
Truly.
pay.
Hmm.
Let me.
Some. See. And I should.
What do I?
No.
Not a bet. What?
What's that?
Oh.
That. And now, good folk, the highlight of our program. Standing before you, Geralt of Rivia, victor of marksmanship contests in Angren, Dol Blathana, and Lobindon.
Wow, prime!
What? But I.
Shh, Geralt, grab your crossbow and get to work.
What's that? Shoot!
We end with an audacious feat by Geralt of Rivia. We thank you for attending and hope to see you soon.
It's a shame that man didn't shoot the elf. That would have been brilliant.
You know, I doubted I'd emerge from that ordeal in one piece.
Well?
Ooh.
Oh!
I beat up the doctor, I shot down the mountain, I sped down the Joe.
Wind's howling. What do you have to say?
Lance Corporal Václav. How'd that prick wind up with us?
Volunteered. Word is he had to bribe the medics to let him enlist.
He mad or what?
That's just it. Certifiably insane. Didn't pass the tests, apparently.
But to pay hard coin to enter the army? Thought at my age nothing could surprise me.
Nothing about the cook. What do you have to say?
Or Sylvie, you got a daughter?
Why do you ask?
Well, think on it. To marry into a dynasty like that, it'd be like living in clover.
Trust me, you do better not to take any interest in the Basodis.
Why the hell not?
It can only bring trouble, mate. Only trouble.
Nothing interesting. What do you have to say?
Fish chowder for supper today.
That true? Who told you?
No one. Came through the western gate the morning. Saw Marcin on the pier, rod in hand, fishing.
Cook like that's the right treasure he is. No griping about poor supplies. Just the gumption to enrich our gruel.
Aye. If only he'd go a bit lighter on the garlic.
Pier near the western gate. Should be easy enough to find.
Leave me be. Your breath. Oh.
Ah.
The stench of rotting teeth.
Must be the cook. Good day.
Aye.
What about?
What's that?
Got this.
Little cut.
Ask it.
Aye.
Wait.
Is that...
Ah, this ha... The boss...
It's...
Splendid. Then, I've said...
Oh.
We'll read...
What about...
I'll inform...
If you're...
Any... Oh, no. Let's begin. Prime. Just one patrol. Mixture of yours must have worked. Eveline, you ready?
Are you kidding? Of course I am.
Three, 2, 1. It's clear. On your way.
Ploughing city foul. Shite all over again.
What? Oh, so.
Patrol's turning round.
We've 1 minute. Move!
Damn. Should have blown myself a bit, prick and all.
Bugger all, you said there'd be no one inside.
Seems my informer was wrong.
Is that all you've got to say? I nearly broke my neck.
You knew what you were signing up for. This is no time to argue.
Not the time, true. But we'll discuss this later. You can be sure of that.
At your service, mate. One guard could mean many more. You'd best draw your sword now.
No.
What now?
No one dies. Said so from the start. Clear for now. Knock on wood.
Good. Eyes in the back of your heads, everyone.
Mine are open.
Yes, but we shall raise the starting What's this? Guards! Guards!
Well, that's that. We're buggered.
You said...
I damn well know what I said. At them before they sound the alarm.
Bugger's going down! Smashes!
Stop him! He's not to flee! But we do have hostages.
Miss! On the count of 3!
Come once!
Hold! What are your
Buyers.
We have...
You know what?
You can't...
Just to calm you...
Not...
I repeat...
See...
I understand...
No, but...
You...
2...
Attack!
Not good. Shit. Damn it, explosion triggered that fight. Could have done without both.
That explosion gets us in the vault.
Where's Eveline?
This way. All the better. Fewer hands reaching out for loot. Come on before reinforcements arrive.
A mighty fine whoop that was. A wee bit loud, aye, on account I had to add more fulminating silver than usual, but...
I'm not interested. No.
Why me?
It's what...
You don't...
On the co...
Yeah.
Green. Stop.
Right, just one.
Revenge. Father.
Anything.
That's...
You...
A desk.
Hello.
You dirty freak.
I'd have preferred to resolve this elsewise. Stolen the scrolls, thrown you out into the street. Revenge is best served cold, after all. But I don't mind serving it hot. No.
I beg you, mercy, for your brother. I shall do anything you ask.
Truly. Anything.
Anything.
Sign over to me all that you own. Then walk out as you stand, with just the clothing on your back.
Allow me one thing. Any one thing.
15 years. In the sewers. Begging. Like a beast. And you've the cheek to plead.
Satisfaction? No.
And it you see,
And get
alas, Jin,
don't prove
you were as a Casimir.
Sorry,
time. Now to get out of here.
None shall pass. Halt! You gotta pay the war levy.
This again. Oh.
What's going on here?
Reporting the capture of
A witch. I can. And you, Witcher.
Thanks.
Fuck.
Crawl back under your rock. Stay out of my way.
Your kind spreads disease.
How much for a herring?
Crown.
Need to chat.
I'm all...
Got something for you.
I love gifts, but I prefer to unwrap them in private. Oi, lads, mind the barrels. Going out for a jabber with Geralt. Come. That's better. All right. What do you have for me?
Max Bersodi's house, as requested.
Ah, Horst must be livid.
He's not.
No?
He's not anything except dead. His brother, same thing. A few others too.
Stones you've got. But I didn't think he'd have the stomach for a massacre.
Situation got out of hand.
Oh, sounds familiar. There you are, drinking, puffing on henbane, and then, surprise, heads rolling across the floor. And none know how or why.
I'm not amused.
No? Why not?
'Cause unlike you, killing gives me no pleasure.
The Borsodis aren't worth your tears. Sons of bitches to a man.
The Borsodis, what's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse. They evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
Wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
Ha! Cheeky as ever. My family, they took on some debt. A poor investment in a sawmill. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. You know how it is. When it rains, it pours. We needed but a few weeks to recover. But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. I plead. I went to the...
No, sir.
That was... the
Summing.
Well...
Third wish. Time you stated it.
A moment, Geralt. I must say to something. Then we'll chat. You there. Yank the herring out the barrel. Now, good. His demand. I will...
Oi! Give this...
Come, witch. They fear it.
Fulfill.
Confident.
Third.
Mutate.
You know.
A troop. I'd make it.
Third.
Ah! Bring me... You wish.
At least you...
In my old...
I had one drink, all I had.
Fancy, eh?
Anyone there?
Mighty rusty and covered in creepers. Need another way in.
Ken?
Not so.
Ah!
Not so. Don't want. Good.
See, feed, Kendrick. What?
No.
Phew.
I'll see. Pretty sprawling, this estate. Someone's still tending to the flower beds. Fresh manure. No violet rose, though. Water's ice cold. Mountain stream cold. Rather worn. Used often. Wonder by who. Beehives. Well maintained, but dormant. Woods rotted completely. No violet rose here. Maybe somewhere out back. Damn, a busted lamp. Somebody... Someone dragged a wounded man through here. That's... What's that? Graves.
Hey, hear me?
Another thief. Who are you? Damn. fuck was that? No eyes or nostrils, deformed organs. Damn thing had no right to be alive.
Well,
Normally,
clearly.
you know.
Why'd you?
I'm here. Guess I'll. So, how should I address you?
As you did now. We'd rather keep our names to ourselves.
My house.
What? Gotta be. What the hell was that? Fire damage. Interesting. Was supposed to be here. Gotta be.
You wish.
This.
You didn't. We.
Her go.
Lady.
She.
Seems.
It's no.
Got my.
She.
Wait.
Good dog.
She liked to sit here, but this is not a good place for a grave.
Too close to the house.
I'll keep searching.
Iris von Everett adored flowers.
But she...
This place.
Yes.
Did...
She...
Guess... Fate. At top. The remain. Torment. Forgive. Should I? What? The. How do you?
We.
All right.
You.
You're a.
Yes.
This is.
You.
Easy. Olgierd and his wife look frozen mid-motion.
One of her memories.
It is blurred, incomplete. You must restore it.
Probably not right. decorations for a special occasion. Wine cup, just like the one Olgierd's holding. Perfect match.
Your health, my dear wife.
And yours, my husband.
In my land, custom calls that newlyweds be greeted with bread and salt. But we're alone for now.
I need none but you. Oh, if only this moment could last forever.
I shall see what I can do. But come in and see our home.
Gladly, but I know this sounds silly, yet the house has sat empty for so long and I'm...
Afraid of spiders? I know. I swept them all up and tossed them in the garden.
My knight, you've seen to...
God damn it. Medallion's humming. A wraith?
No. A nightmare.
A fear crystallized, one you must now face.
Another dream of the past. Bet this one's incomplete too. A lavish feast, silver thread to impress the guests. It'd almost have cost a fortune. Just a little Destel painting. A Toussaint wine. Expensive. Olgierd's wife liked flowers lit in the painting. The ornamentation of this might be hers. Fire was burning in the painting. Still something missing, though.
My darling, is everything all right? You seem pale, out of sorts.
Everything's fine, really. But why don't you tell me how you fare? I'm ever so happy to see you. Except, why didn't Grandmama and Grandpapa come?
It's a long, rugged journey. Muddy.
They still refuse to meet me. Is that it? And what's this?
We brought some of Iris's things.
Bank.
We paid...
So...
Oh, now a rough...
So let's follow him. Don't like this place. The bedchamber. Towel stained with blood.
What time is it?
It's late. Sleep.
Up all night.
Nothing. Got a bit dirty, that's it.
Is that blood? Have you hurt yourself?
Inkst.
Oh, that's a marvelous idea. A trip would do us both so much good.
Then
I shan't fall asleep now.
Another blurred memory. painted all geared, but the details are off. Goblet, living tableaus are missing something. Living tableau. Maybe I'm... still not right. Fresh, as if someone just rinsed it. Living tableau. Let's still not right. Living. This goes here. Fits. Finally, just...
Smile a bit wider.
Like this?
You were meant to smile, not bare your teeth. No, still wrong. Smile like you did when Papa agreed we could marry. Please? You're useless. I can...
I've a bit...
Again?
Forgive me.
Olgi. Olgi!
Master von Everett's study. Here he immersed himself in the arcane arts.
Blood pacts, or on foreign presences. Pentagrams here to tell them about parleying with demons. Lines aren't all clear, though. Need chalk to fix them, then I can set out the candles. Beeswax candles. The Gates of Mystery. Between Worlds. The library of an occultist. Manor was depressingly gloomy in the winter. Some kind of magic, I bet. That should... Nothing. What a...
Go away. I wish to be alone.
Not this time. Come out at once!
Leave me be. I merely want to work in peace. Oh dear. What other...
Damn it! Fire! In here, quickly! The flames! Douse the flames!
I didn't expect that.
Smack in the middle of a raging blizzard. Gotta find shelter. Get inside. Hope you didn't let them in. They froze to death. And her father. So this is when he started smoking. A beer tankard. But there was vodka in it, to the last drop. A knife, covered in blood. Guess Olgierd got the scars on his shoulders that winter. So that's how he whiled away the long winter evenings. Probably not right. Probably not right. A marriage contract between Iris and Olgierd. Her father must have been holding the contract.
Furthermore, it is agreed that Iris shall be accorded the respect she is owed, that you shall heed her counsel and requests, and...
Get to the point, Father. My patience runs thin.
Gladly. On Iris's request, I declare this marriage null and void.
You vowed to remain with me till death do us part.
And I've held to my vow. The Olgierd I married is no more.
Breaking a word once given does not come that easy. Believe me. You shall stay here, forever.
Enough! You will not command us. You will...
Father! Father! No!
Servants, take this carcass and feed it to the beasts.
Then Von Everett ceased to be human.
Though he still loved his wife.
No, he merely remembered that he should love her.
Let's go upstairs.
remember. We spent much time together here, the three of us.
In silence.
Animal hair.
We'll take our places, the same as then.
You do the rest.
Single place setting. No others on the table. A large clay bowl. Small bowl. For soup, maybe? There we go. Think this was yours. The platter. Claw scratches. Perfect match. You actually ate from these bowls?
Of course not. I already told you, we're not animals.
But the caretaker would set them out all the same, as ordered.
Another monstrosity. I begged you to stop this. Those two are too many as it is.
The dog and cat keep you company. This one will protect you, care for the house, no matter what happens.
Before, I wished to know what was going on in that head of yours. I thought perhaps I could help. Now, I care not the slightest what you think or how you feel. Just as...
Olga...
His spect... We're almost at our journey's end.
What's there?
Iris von Everett's greatest fear.
My dearest wife. Letters from Olgierd to Iris. Were I only as skilled with words as I am with my blade. Especially now, when an icy void grips my heart. I see how you look at me, and I see you wither. I cannot help you, but I believe I can cease harming you. This letter and this rose are my farewell. May you live in health, and remember but the good times, Olgierd.
not him.
Wait. For all... What are you?
I am...
I've come... You're... not my... I need...
It's...
Before... Glass that...
So long.
I'll rem...
Long live Radovid!
So,
Geralt!
Oi!
Thank...
And...
Show.
Of...
And a...
Indy... like...
So
I want...
was the...
Nail.
We never...
Oh, but...
Fool.
That was the... What the... Why is that... Was waiting.
I'm...
You,
No.
What's the commotion?
Lilvan.
Hold that. You're...
Thanks.
Folk, did you see? The bloke literally dropped dead.
Blind drunk he was.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steam.
Crawl back.
Move it.
Strange choice of locale. Guessing there's a reason for it.
Place like any other. Could easily have met somewhere else.
Yet we've met here. And something tells me that's not purely coincidental. But since we're here, I believe you have something for me.
Fulfilled the third wish.
How do I know this to be the rose? Very well might have picked this up at the Oxenfurt market an hour ago.
Look closely at it. Got it from Iris. It was the last thing that bound her to this world.
What?
I think she loved you. Meant this as a token of that love.
She loved me. After all that's passed. Iris. What a mess we made of it all. If I'd only known then how it would end. What's happening?
I feel as though the hot irons pierce my chest.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. So glad to see everyone's made. How do you feel, Von Emmerich? A little less troubled? Lighter in the heart?
Odim, what do you want?
What do you mean, what? Your soul.
You forget. The pact states you can take it only once you've fulfilled 3 wishes, and...
And we stand together on the moon. Well, what do you know?
What? No. We had a pact. The moon is there. There! Not here.
I gave you what you wished for. Here, on the moon, our contract you fulfilled.
Boss, you cheated me.
I never cheat. It is done. The soul belongs to me. At last, it's over. We must meet again one day. Business with you is pure pleasure.
Gonna remove the brand?
Ah, right away. Done. Now, tell me what reward you've chosen.
Don't want a thing from you.
Are you certain? I am capable.
Never been more